And so I tell Devar, hey, let's play King's Quest VII. That sounds like the greatest idea, right?
Yes!
I mean,
great joke!
Yes, totally. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? You know, just put the game in and have it run with DOSBox, and we can play the game, right? Right?
No! No!
No, of course we cannot run the game on DOSBox. That would be too simple, because, hey, I mean, if King's Quest VIII gave us trouble, we had to get a freaking German patch with an English installer to have it work. King's Quest VII had to up the ante, so to speak. Just the things we had to do to get this game running. You have no idea.
Oh yeah, you have no clue.
This is a tragedy. A Greek tragedy with a Shakespearean twist at the end. That's what it is.
We spent like, what, 2 hours?
An hour and some.
Yes, I'm gonna say 2 hours, just because it feels
Well,
like that.
It felt 2 hours, yes. It felt... Okay, so we have this version of the game. It couldn't work on DOSBox. Okay,
okay, let me start here. First things first. The game wouldn't install because apparently it had an error by normal means. DOSBox wouldn't run any files because they claim it was a Windows file. So,
yes, well, technically that was a Windows game back in Christmas of '93, I think. Consider that the game had actually trouble running on Windows 3.1 because it was actually too advanced for the period, as ironic as it may sound, especially once you see it. But yeah, you would have to wait Windows 95 to actually run that game better.
yes,
But that's not the problem here.
that's not the cherry on this tragedy of a cake.
Yes, it's a tragedy cake indeed. So, it couldn't run on DOS, and it couldn't run on Scam VM.
Yes, it couldn't run on either of them, and it couldn't even run on today's modern systems. So, what we have to do? We tried everything we could find under the sun on the glorious holy grail that is the internet.
We Google solutions and hints and possible guides and instructions to know how to have this game run on a Windows 7, which is the system Devar has. So, after countless days, figuratively speaking, searching the internet, the ethernet, the undernet and the overnet, Googling, Binging, and Yahooing, and all that jazz, we finally come across a set of instructions that requires Devar.
Okay, technical time. We had to delete some files from the folder which would stop the game from running on a DOS system. But that's not where it stops, folks. You then had to go into one of the files in notepad form, put in a bit of coding at the end of it, then save it as that, and then you have to create a bat file that doesn't exist, which I have created, copied and pasted the code, and saved it, and you know what the kicker is, folks?
Oh yeah, what's the kicker? Tell us.
After like, what, 15 minutes of spending on it, creating manual files and changing files just so this game could work, the guy offers files pre-made.
Well, if you can do that, get these pre-made files by me, so you don't have to do all the things that I just literally instructed you to do!
Who does that? Who?
It seems like a middle finger to the moron who couldn't get this game running properly.
I said, and I quote, at first, I want to kiss the guy if this works. And then when he did that, I said, and I quote, I want to punch the guy in his big fat lips.
And then you fell on the keyboard. You face planted on the keyboard. I heard the sound.
Yes. I face planted the keyboard so sound I almost broke my cabinet.
But at the end, it was all worth it because we actually get the game running now.
Yes. I only went as far as the title screen because I didn't want to ruin anything for myself.
There is a menu, so let's... But yeah, we finally get to play King's Quest VII. And the worst part is that this won't be worth it. This will not be worth it in the slightest because it's King's Quest VII.
Okay, should we just get playing since we've spent like an eternity explaining this?
Yes! Yes! Finally! Let's play this train wreck!
Oh, I have to change the size of the...
It's the Sierra logo.
Oh, it's an oasis.
Beautiful. It's so beautiful. King's Quest VII.
The Princeless Bride.
The punniest pun.
Ah.
Alright, before we start,
Yeah?
I have to say a few things.
Okay, say 'em.
Okay, so I might be giving a hard time to this game, but truthfully, now that we all get past the frustrating technical side of things, let me tell you, I have deep nostalgic feelings for this game. This game was both my introduction to the King's Quest series, to Sierra Online as a whole, and also it was the only King's Quest game that I ever did complete. By all intents and purposes, King's Quest VII should have been the best game in the series. It was the most accessible, the most easy to play.
Yeah.
It didn't have any of those unfair dead ends or unwinnable scenarios that this series was infamous for. You could still technically die, but death has become meaningless. It's just really for fun and as a nod to the original games. Basically, you can just restart from the very moment you were almost about to die without suffering any penalties whatsoever. That's great, in my view.
Yeah.
Also, it had the most intuitive point-and-click interface in the entire series, and trust me, after having Devar playing on the Parsec system in King's Quest 3 and 4, this will be the most refreshing experience ever. It had the best soundtrack.
Yeah.
Also that, it was the first and only game in the series to start not one but two main characters, which the game would alternate chapters with. You play as Rosella, again the main character from 4, and for the first time ever you play as Queen Valanis, Rosella's mother, as they are transported into this alternative dimension, and Valanis is desperately trying to reach her daughter to find her again, which makes her a very compelling character. And Rosella?
Rosella's Rosella.
Rosella is just Rosella. Yes, let's go there. So, like I said, for all these reasons, King's Quest VII should have been the best in the series. With that said...
Intro.
Let's watch the intro.
Oh. Screen is quite small.
Yes, it's an FMV from '93. But that's not the part you should be paying attention to.
Alright.
Here we go.
Ooh, nice waterfall.
Any moment now.
What magic will I be beholding?
There it is. I wanna go where the people are. I wanna see them dancing. I wanna do that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I walk in on the wrong game or movie?
No, this is happening. This is really happening, Devar. But wait! Grand finale? But wait, there's more.
There's more singing?
There's more to this.
Please tell me this is the King Quest, the musical. I love musicals.
Oh, look, it's Queen Balinese. Doesn't she look familiar to you?
Yeah.
But speaking of princes,
Well, either she's cosplaying as the stepmother from Cinderella, or Disney's going to sue. It's all I'm saying.
Well, this doesn't look like a Disney and Don Bluth movie creation.
Only, you know, not as good looking because it's an FMB from 1993.
You might have... I don't know what, you might have to put an editing close-up on this. Oh, someone's mad about Rosella, really?
Okay, okay, what's so bad about that prince guy?
Yeah,
I mean,
you met him.
okay, this is Pocahontas! This is Pocahontas! Hey, Rosella, do you want to marry this guy? Just, I'm not forcing you or anything, just a consideration. No, I want to be free like the wind!
Oh no, evil seahorse! Seahorse fairy!
Oh, I'm gonna catch it! Oh, it's a rare Pokemon! Okay, Rosella sees a castle in the water. Alright, kids, what is Rosella going to do? A. Tell her mother. B. Ignore it. Or C.
Jump
Jump
in!
in the water and drown like an idiot! Well, time to kill myself. But on a twist on a regular formula, the mother follows suit instead of, you know, just being there like an idiot. I mean, Rosella is a complete idiot, let's face it, but...
Yes, Rosella is an idiot.
Oh man, Rosella, come on! Oh, okay, ma'am. I think I'm immediately regretting this.
Bye, Mom!
It's a short game. Oh, wait a second! Oh! Well, that's happening. No! Rosella, no!
Gabe, stop concentrating that so hard!
Okay, this intro pretty much summarizes all of the problems that King's Quest VII has, doesn't it?
Okay.
It has the single most discouraging opening sequence to anything ever.
And we don't even know what happened in it.
Okay, let's be serious for a moment. King's Quest as a series has always been a little bit
Quirky?
Disney-esque in nature. I mean, it is a compendium of all the most famous fables and fairy tales ever made. Rosella was basically already the Sierra's own version of a Disney princess back in King's Quest IV when she
Cleaned the dwarf's house.
yes, like that was just... But you know, at the very least, up until now, King's Quest games had their own unique aesthetic style that gave them some sort of identity. Now, King's Quest VII just looks like a freaking Disney knockoff, at least from the character design standpoint. Balinese, she literally looks like the stepmother from Cinderella, except she's not evil, she's actually a caring mother.
It's like Roberta Williams decided, like, well, we gotta stop pretending now. This is Disney.
My gosh! Who thought that freaking song at the beginning was a good idea? That was the worst thing. And you know what else is wrong about it?
What?
Okay, let's look at this from a continuity standpoint. Okay, so Rosella's conflict is the typical conflict of the sheltered Disney princess. She's too sheltered, she wants to go on an adventure, she wants to see the world, she doesn't want to marry this guy she doesn't even know of, she doesn't want to conform to the rules gave by the man, or in this case by the lady, her mother. She wants to be free and have an adventure and see the world. One problem with that, she already had all that! She already had an adventure with plenty of perils. It was called King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosella. It doesn't make any sense for Rosella as a character now to act like the archetypical sheltered princess who wants to have an adventure. She is already a seasoned adventurer. Do you see why this does not make any sense?
I think maybe they got back in time, or it's an altered reality.
This game acknowledges the continuity of the series only in regards of King's Quest IV, and only at the end when they perform a blatant retcon. But other than that, it seems to not have any link whatsoever with the series as a whole. While every other title up until this point seemed like part of a continued narrative, this one seems rather self-standing as a game, which also works in favor of being rather accessible to non-fans of the series. It's just too bad they would have to go through that despicable intro.
That was amazing, by the way.
Yes, that was incredible. That's why I didn't want to spoil it to you, Devar. That's why you needed to see it for yourself. So, okay, now let's start a new game and see how this game actually looks outside of the FMV.
And let's see if it actually works as well. Oh my gosh, we can name our game.
Okay, Mananan. Sure. Oh, wait, Connor.
What?
We are Connor. Conanan, they fused together, sure. Why not?
We are Conanan.
Okay.
Oh my god, we can choose a chapter?
Okay, this is the first game in Sierra that allows you to begin the game from a different chapter, which kind of kills the game from the earlier moments. But there is one good thing about this.
What?
It gives you the choice not to start the game with Valanis. I like Valanis. In fact, she's the only sympathetic character in this game, because she has a good motivation to be here. She is going after an idiot daughter who just went and jumped into a freaking lake while she saw an imaginary castle. The freaking moron, okay? She's an idiot. Valanis so is after her daughter. She's a mother in desperate search for her little girl, and that makes her a compelling and endearing character, okay?
Yeah.
Problem. Valanis begins the game in a random desert, and the entirety of chapter 1 is her trying to get out from said boring random desert, which has absolutely almost nothing to do with the main story as a whole. So really, if you want to actually start the real story of the game, you have to start from Rosella's chapter, which is chapter 2, and see what happens to her, because she is the central focus of the story. In spite of her idiocy.
Wow.
So yes, I suggest we start with chapter 2 and see what happens to Rosella and see exactly where she ended up.
Okay, let's go chapter 2 then.
Let's do that.
Chapter 2. A troll is as troll something.
A troll is as a troll does, and alright.
Oh, she's a troll as well.
Yep, she's turned into one.
She's a cute troll.
Look at that 1993 frame rate.
The most beautiful of princesses.
Oh, the voice is really strange.
Hmm?
Well then.
Who are you, sir?
I am King Otar Fenris III.
Otar Fenris III.
And you are the Princess Rosella, yes?
Mm-hmm. Memories. Memories.
I am, your majesty. How do you know me? Where am I? I saw a beautiful castle before. Where could I find it, please?
By the way, you can skip the cutscene with that bottom over there.
I see that. Oh gosh, this thing at the bottom here.
Oh my.
It reminds me of Phantasmagoria, this thing.
Majesty,
I think Phantasmagoria is borrowing that particular, what do you call it, game bar.
Yeah, it's either called the GUI or the user interface.
Bride?
Yes. So anyway, like I said before, the point-and-click interface in this game is extremely intuitive and to the point.
Now,
You aim at things and you click at them. If the object is interactable, yeah, that was funny. If you can interact with an object, the scepter of the icon, that is the arrow of the mouse in this game, will
Troll?
sparkle
Oh.
like a unicorn.
It's not that bad, Rosella. You look like a cute troll.
Oh, she's kind of adorable in a troll form, and you know what? I kind of wish she stayed as a troll during this entire game, because as a troll, she had the most personality she's ever had. I swear to you, she has the best facial expressions and the best, you know,
Troll?
mischievous behavior. She has an actual personality as a troll. I can't believe I'm saying this. I wish she remained a troll.
Well, here's a Don Bluth wife or mother figure.
She's actually here to help us.
Oh, she is?
Surprisingly, yes.
Alright, so are we gonna...
Troll? I can't believe I'm a
Okay,
troll.
so...
I'm engaged to the Troll King. How lucky can a girl get?
Yeah, that's very lucky. I mean, girls would kill to bring you in the Troll Kings.
Yes, and look at this beautiful, cave you have here.
I must admit that, despite it looking like a Disney knockoff, it's actually quite a lovely looking game.
This game has the most colorful and beautiful graphics in the series. It's just that, well, just look at that model. Just look at that little troll sat on the bed. Does she look like she's blending smoothly with the background to
No,
you?
she sticks out a bit much.
Yes, that's also a problem. But then again, that makes it easier to individuate objects you want to interact with.
Unlike Discworld.
Unlike freaking Discworld.
Uh,
Anyway, let's do stuff.
Get off the bed. Okay. Can we look at this?
This picture will be important at the end of this chapter.
Okay, so we can't
By the
do
way-
anything with this picture.
By the way,
Yeah?
so, as I was saying, if you manage to get past the awful intro that this game has,
Yeah?
and the incredibly underwhelming first chapter, you'll notice that chapter 2 is actually pretty cool. Because you are in this underground troll kingdom, you yourself are a troll, and wow.
Ush.
And Rosella seems like a fine character in this.
That's enough to give our castle decorator a case of the vapors.
Vapors?
Of course, everything goes her way at the end as she does not learn anything, in perfect Little Mermaid fashion. Wow.
Ush.